Hi everybody, this is Susanna Mittermaier in Malaysia at the 7-day class. We just have the sun go down. Amazingly peaceful. So the topic for this 7-day is the end of problems and the beginning of possibilities. And wow, the space that's showing up and that we're stepping into and choosing is truly remarkable and incredible, as it's not normal on this planet yet. But I have a feeling that with this week, with so many people going for more ease than it's normal, are actually making this kind of space and the ease beyond problems, starting to have this be a mainstream thing. When the 100 monkeys syndrome, or whatever it's called, this is kind of like what's showing up here right now, like people going into question rather than conclusion when something doesn't work. And so what if you went into question rather than conclusion whenever something doesn't work? And yes, as I said before, it's not normal yet on our planet, but what if we are the ones who are the pioneers, who make it normal, who go, you know what, I'm not gonna do the heavy suffering anymore. I'm gonna turn every problem into possibility simply by asking a question like, hey, what else is possible? How does it get any better than this? Like all the tools that you know from bars class, that you know from foundation class, that you know from any one of the first classes that you ever did with Access, the asking questions and not coming to conclusion. And this is an advanced Access consciousness class. You hear people having fun in the background. It's bad. This is like an advanced Access class, the 7-day here. And again, here we're using the very basic tools of Access consciousness, like asking a question. You can never get enough of that. And also, by looking at a bigger perspective of the world, have you ever acknowledged truly that it's normal to have a problem in this world? Yeah, we live in a world that's so insane where it's normal to have a problem. And when you don't have one, you should have one. You're missing something. That's the point of view you probably are presented with. You are not only missing something, you are also probably suppressing something or whatever. And it's insane. But hey, welcome, that's the world we live in. And what if it's time to change this now? And how do we change this? Asking questions and choosing something totally different that has never existed on this planet before. An ease and a joy and a glory that makes this world a living playground. So are you up for that? So what if you take the challenge of every time when something doesn't work for you, when it's heavy, when it's not as light as you would like it to be, rather than going, oh my God, there's something wrong, rather than going to conclusion, asking a question, hey, what's possible here? And also the letting go of the need to be right, because what we discovered this week is whenever we have a problem, we think we're so right, and we find out all kinds of reasons and justifications to make this true for us. So who or what have you made the problem so you can be right and they can be wrong? And everything that is times a godzillion, will you please destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. The question is, would you rather like to be free, or are you rather interested in maintaining your rightness? And yeah, that's the vulnerability again that you probably have chosen or heard of or know that's available for you to choose. Like rather than being right, going, you know what? I don't need to be right anymore. I don't need to be right about being wrong anymore. I can just be. And I can allow the whole universe to have my back and contribute to me. And everything that doesn't allow that, will you please destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. And another thing is, I'm especially thrilled about this conversation. As you know, I'm creating with pragmatic psychology. And the word pragmatic is so often mentioned in this class because pragmatic means actually doing what works. And having ease is truly pragmatic. Receiving is pragmatic. Consciousness is pragmatic. And what if our whole reality and psychology could be pragmatic and be about what works rather than being dramatic? And I'll be having a telecall in June, starting on the 20th, for you to find out what else is possible with those normal wrongnesses like ADHD, autism, anxiety, depression, what capacities are hiding behind them, and how can you facilitate them. And if you would like to have more, there are some very few pragmatic psychology classes coming up next week in Mexico, the 2.5-day and the advanced one. The advanced one is always where you it's for practitioners, for people who work with other people like social workers, teachers, mothers, anybody who works with people who wants to learn how can I use the Access tools in what I already do to become greater at facilitating and being the invitation to the ease that we would like this planet to be. So that's the advanced class, and that's in Mexico. There's another one in Vienna. You can take it in Vienna. You can also take it online. I'm just being a little distracted here in ADHD. There was a butterfly, so beautiful. And yeah, so, and there's one in France, in Toulouse, and there in June as well, and another one in Germany. So that's it for this year. So if this is something that speaks to you and you would also like to facilitate pragmatic psychology classes, check it out. And I wish you an amazing, amazing day here from Langkawi. Mwah. Bye.